Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just I'm playing Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age. So, some things happened. Some things happened and they're not good. So, at a certain point, while I was editing, I accidentally deleted some of the videos that I did not render. And thus I lost basically the entire part where we go out of our way to get everything regarding the sword, and also the first boss of the final dungeon. So, the thing that I did, or the way that things went, I'm first going to explain this and then I'll go and show you the cutscenes that I can show you with this freaking thing. So, the first thing that we needed to do, or like the first thing that I did in any case, I went over to Gallopolis, and you have to go over to Gallopolis, talk to the Sultan, and you will get yourself the forging hammer. Just for free, I think. Right? There might be another thing happening around there. When does that happen? I do not remember, but we'll figure out in a moment. There might be something else happening for which you need the forging hammer, but you need to go over to Gallopolis in any case to get the forging hammer. After I gotten that one, I went over to the battleground, which is the only other floating island in the sky. Then you use the lantern that you got from Havens Above, and you can enter that place. It's a pretty big dungeon. It's a very vertical dungeon, and there's a lot of different stuff in there. There's a tackle in there, I think. There's a plethora of chests. I'm not going to be showing you guys this. You can just figure this out yourself. And aside from that, there's not a boss in there. You just get the orichalcum, and that's it. And the next step in this entire thing is that you go over to Hotto, and then you need to obtain the key to get into the crucible, which is then going to allow you to make the sword. And then after you get the sword, you go over to the Fortress of Fear, and you break the barrier, and then right in front of the gate there's going to be a big bat appearing, which kicked my ass. I didn't lose, but it was definitely a moment of like, okay, this is how difficult this is. And then I decided to upgrade a lot of stuff and began the Fortress of Fear. The beginning of the Fortress of Fear. So, let's go and check out the cutscenes, if I can.
Is there something I can help you with, Lord Robert?
As a matter of fact, there is. I need to pick your brains about a giant hammer that's supposed to be kept here in Gallopolis. We're going to need it to defeat Mordegon, and apparently, you lot have had it since the Age of Heroes.
A giant hammer, you say? Ah, yes. You mean the forging hammer. It has been in the royal family for generations. Ferris, fetch the forging hammer from the treasure room.
Aye, this is it. This is Erdwin's hammer, the one we saw in the vision.
Father, do you truly intend to give the hammer away? We had intended to sell it in order to fund this year's Nation.
Silence! Insolent boy! The forging hammer is one of Gallopolis' greatest treasures. It has been handed down through the generations since time immemorial. But if we must relinquish it, then so be it. You are the only ones who can defeat the Lord of Shadows. If you need it, it is yours.
My nurse once told me that the power of the spirit of the land resides within the forging hammer. It is said that it can beat even the hardest of metals into shape. At least, I think that is how the story goes. Well, I hope it helps you on your quest. Best of luck, dear friends. I shall be expecting good news.
Something tells me we've found our special ore.
You have got to be kidding me.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm more than okay. Do you know what this is? It's orichalcum. Do you have any idea how much this stuff is worth?
Orichalcum? Well, well. I've read about it in books, but I've never seen it with my own eyes. Are you sure, laddie?
Am I sure, he asks? You bet I am. I steal valuable stuff for a living, remember? This is it. The rarest metal in the world. I wish Mia was here to see this. So this is the ore we were looking for. I should have guessed. Imagine what a fortune you could make with a lump this big. Sorry. Got a little carried away there. Don't worry, I get it. This here ore is strictly for sword making. We're one step closer to making that sword, but we've still got a way to go. Let's hit the road.
What's happening?
It's beautiful! This is the place we saw in the vision. I'd know that decor anywhere.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's make a new Sword of Light so we can go chop the Lord of Shadows down to size. I'll take it from here.
I'm not about to let you steal all the glory, honey. If you get to have a go, we all do.
Aye. And besides, we saw in the vision that the old heroes all had a bash. We'd best follow their lead, eh?
Yep, we're all in this together.
May the new Sword of Light be tempered by the resolve of all those who would drive darkness from this world.
Well, I'm game if you all are.
If I hadn't met you, I'd never have been able to save Mia and make things right. Now it's my turn to help you.
Haha! Let's get this sword made and the world saved! I've got people to entertain and a promise to my papi to keep.
Eleanor, Erwin, your boy turned out all right. And now I'm gonna help make sure he fulfills his destiny.
I thought it was my job to stand behind the Luminary. It's not. I'm supposed to stand beside him. We all are.
I hereby pledge, as a knight of Heliodor, to fight to the end for the cause of the Luminary. May I be his sword, his shield, his unswerving companion.
Veronica, I promise to finish this without you. I'm stronger now, thanks to you. For the Luminary! Ah!
Did we do it? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Pick that thing up and give it a swing.
Your allies are assembled. You have the means to take to the air, and now you possess the Sword of Light. The time to face the Lord of Shadows is at hand.
What he said. Let's finish this. So this is it.
It's time to go and get our revenge.
Mordegon's domain, at last. We must be on our guard. Look out!
What in the...
You eluded my blade. Of course, I would expect no less from the vanquishers of my fellow spectral sentinels. gatekeeper of the Fortress of Fear. Luminary, you have done well to make it this far. An impressive feat indeed for a mere human. But this is where your story ends. You shall not meet my master. You shall die like dogs at his door! How could mere humans defeat the mighty Indignus? Is this the power of the Luminary? But it matters not. No matter how hard you fight, this world belongs to the Lord of Shadows. What is done cannot be undone. Time past is lost forever!
The Lord of Shadows awaits within. Onward. Hear me, Jesper. The fate that has bound us together for so long ends here. Today.
Okay, so... My god, I'm sorry. I haven't talked for a bit since I was watching cutscenes. So, after this point, Indignus was a pain in the ass. I think I said this earlier. So I decided to upgrade all the things, and then we just went, and I think I explored like the first floor of the Fortress of Fear, and that's it. So, I'm sorry that I lost the videos, but at the same time, there's nothing I can do about it anymore. There might still have been other things that I did. There might have been some quests I might have done. Maybe some Tickington stuff. I have absolutely no idea. There's also a Puff Puff that I don't think I'll show you guys, but the Puff Puff in Battleground is basically bungee jumping into clouds, and that's puff puffing. It's pretty freaking cool. You should try to look for it in the Battleground. If you are playing along with this, of course. Otherwise, well, I'm sorry. At least remember that I enjoyed it very much when I found it, so that's the most important part. Right, my friends, I hope to see you guys in the next episode where we are gonna go and tackle the rest of the Fortress of Fear. Goodbye.